Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Data Structures and Algorithm in Python course. In today's lecture, we'll be discussing about a new topic called greedy. Now, what is this greedy? What is this greedy? So greedy is not any algorithm. It's basically a technique to solve problems. So as the name suggests, greedy. Greedy means who is now tell me who is a greedy person? A person who is looking for more profit, right? Let's say you are let's say you are at this point, right? Now, if you take this path, it will profit you 10 bucks. Okay. Now, if you take this path, it will profit you 1000 bucks. Okay. Now, if you take this path, it will profit 100 bucks, right? Now, tell me at this point, which path should you choose? Which path should you choose? Obviously, this, right? Obviously, this 1000, because so you are greedy about that, right? You are only looking for that path that will make you more profit, right? That is basically greedy approach, right? This is not any algorithm, it's basically an approach. So let's say you have 2 points. Okay, let's say this is one point A. Okay, and there is another point B. Okay, now to reach from point A to point B, there are several paths, right? So maybe you can reach from here, then you can go to here, then you can go here. Okay, this is one path. Then let's name it 1 2. Okay, breakpoints. Then let's take another path. Let's say this one go to this, then again this. Okay, so there is one breakpoint, then another path. Let's say, or let's take another color. So let's take this 1 point, then this 2 point. Okay, then 3, then go. Okay, so 1 2 3. Let's say from this path, so if you go to point number 1, so let's say the distance between A to point number 1 is let's say 10. Okay, and from A to this point, the distance, let's say it is 50. Okay, let's say it is 50. And from here to here, let's say distance is 10. Okay, now from here to here, let's say distance is 100. Okay, from here to here, let's say distance is 200. Okay, now from here, let's say distance is 20. Okay, now from here to here, distance is, let's say 5. From here to here, let's say distance is 10. Now here to here, let's say distance is 2. Okay, now let's say you are at this point. You are at this point. Now in this point, you are only accessible to these 3 points. So path number 1, path number 2, path number 3, right? So now tell me at this point, which path should you choose? Which path should you choose? The path that has less distance that you choose, right? Because you will be thinking like greedy, right? So what if you what if you take this path, because this is the shortest here, so it will take 10, right? So let's say you greedily take this path. Okay, then how much distance you have to cover to reach point number B? It will be 10 plus 100 plus 200, right? That means 310. Okay, 310, right? Distance is 310. Now let's say if you take path number 2, so then what will be the distance for path number 2? It will be 50 plus 10 equals to 60, right? Equals to 60. Now if you take path number 3, distance will be 20 plus 5 plus 10 plus 2, right? How much it will be? It will be 37, right? It will be 37. Now, so at this point, you choose that this distance of this path is less, so you go in this path, right? What I mean to say, I'm not telling greedy is the only approach that can solve the problem. So greedy, so if you take this path, you can reach to this point, right? This is the only approach. No, greedy could be one option. Let's say, so you take this path, right? So initially you take this path. Okay, now let's say you don't know about distance here and here, so let's say it is 5 and 5. Okay, 5 and 5. Now what will be the total distance? If you take this path, it will be 20, right? So that could be our one answer, right? But we are not sure that this greedy will actually help or not. How we can identify the problem? We can identify by our IQ, right? So this basically test our IQ. So that is basically greedy approach. So what is greedy? Basically greedy, let's say if you are at this point and you have infeasible solutions, then from that infeasible solutions you have to take one possible way. so that you can reach to minimum or maximum, right? So if there are word like find minimum path or maximum amount, right? So this kind of word, then greedy can help. Greedy can help, right? So we are only looking at one point and we will decide, right? So this is basically greedy approach. Now we'll understand this in more details by solving problem. So let's do that. Let's look at our first problem. The problem is, this is a GFG problem called Choco distribution problem, right? So you will be given an array of positive integers where each value represents the number of chocolate in a packet. Okay. So here each element represent number of chocolate in a packet. So each packet can have a variable number of chocolates, right? And there are m student. There are m students. So m will be given. Let's say there are this array and 5 number of student here. Okay. So there will be m student. Task is to distribute chocolate packets among m student such that condition one is each student at least get exactly one packet. Okay, each student exactly get one packet, and difference between maximum number of chocolate and minimum number of chocolate that student get would be minimum. Okay, what I mean by that, so let's take this example. Okay, 3419 56 7. So let's take 3419 54 7. Okay, 56 7 9 12. Okay, not 54, 56 7 9 4. Okay, let's take this example. Okay, uh, 7 9, not 4, actually it is 12. Okay, it is 12, right? Now let's say I have total 5 student, right? I have total student m equals to 5. Okay, now I have to distribute the chocolate packets among 5 student. Okay, now if we take 5 students, such like this is one student, this is one, this is one, this is one student, and this is one student. Okay, now so first student will get 3 packets, second student will get 4 packet, third will get 1 packet, fourth will get 9 packet, and then the fifth one will get 56 packet. Okay, right? Now here, what is the minimum value? What is the minimum value? Minimum is 1, right? This is mean. Okay, now what is the max packet a student can get? 56, right? 56. Now what is the difference between them? If I distribute among these 5 students, so this difference between them will be 56 minus 1, it will be 55, right? Now let's say I choose this many student. Okay, any number of random number of student I can pick. So for here, so minimum will be 1, maximum will be 56, right? So let's take different one. So let's pick like let's pick one, then so this one, okay, then this one, and this one, right? I get 5 student. Okay, if I get this 5 student, what is the minimum? Minimum is 1. What is the maximum? Maximum is 9, right? Maximum 9. What is the difference? Difference is 8, right? Difference is 8. If you calculate, it will be the minimum value. It will be the minimum value. So if you see, so 6 is the minimum here. Okay, so this is not the correct answer. So this is not a correct answer. So what would be correct answer? If we take like, let's say 3 4, then 7 9 9. Okay, we take this many student. What is the minimum here? 3 is the minimum. Then what is the maximum? Maximum is 9, right? What will be the difference? Difference will be 6, right? Now tell me how to solve this kind of problem. How to solve this problem? There is no such pattern, right? You can't find any pattern here. For this, greedy can help. So we can think a possible way how we can do this. That's where greedy comes in. That's where greedy comes in. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. Okay, so let's remove them. Okay, then it was basically 4 and it was 7, right? It was 7. So let's say first I sort the array. So let's sort it. It will be 1, then 3, then 4, then 7, then 9, then 9, 12, and at last it will be 56, right? It will be 56. So if I put inside an array, so it will be like, now from here, if I take this student and this student. Okay, these are two, and then any of three from this one, any of three from this one. Then whatever I choose, the minimum will be maximized, right? What will be the difference? Difference will be 56 minus 1, right? It will be 55. It will be 55. Okay, I got the wrong answer. That will not the optimized way. So what I could do, rather what I could do, I will take consecutive elements. Consecutive. Let's say I take first five element. Okay. So if I take first five element, what is the minimum here? Minimum 1. What is the maximum? Maximum 9. So 9 minus 1. What is the difference? Difference here is 8. Okay. Now what will do? What I'll do? I'll take next five element. Okay. Not this one. I'll take next five elements from here to here. Okay, from here to here. So if I take this, what will be the maximum? 9. What will be the minimum? 3. What will be the difference? 6. Okay. Now if I take from here to here, from here to here, what will be the maximum? 12. What will be the minimum? 4. Okay. What is the difference? 8. If I take this one, if I take this one, if I take this one, what will be the output? So maximum is 56, minimum is 7, right? What is the maximum? What is the difference? Difference is basically uh 49, right? Difference is 49. So among them, what is the minimum value I get? 6, right? What is the minimum value I get? 6, right? So can I get the answer here? So this is the correct answer, right? This is the correct answer I get. So for this example also you can try, and you will find that this approach will help a lot. So then what we'll do for that, how we can write the code basically. Okay, now to write the code for this, what we'll do, first thing what we'll do, we'll sort the array, right? We'll sort the array. Okay, then what is the next thing? We'll take a window here. Window of m element, right? So initially let's take two pointer I, or I initially it will be at 0, and a j pointer, j will be m minus 1, right? M minus 1. Then in this window, what are you gonna do? We know this is sorted, that means this will be minimum, this will be maximum, right? Then we'll calculate the difference. So difference will be error of j and minus error of I, right? That will be difference. And every time we got the difference, we'll be storing the difference in another variable. Let's take d. Okay, and this answer d should be minimum, always should be minimum. Initially let's take this value and this value, right? This is the minimum, this is the maximum. So what will be possible answer? It will be possible, will be error of last index minus error of first index, right? It will be 55. Then every time we got the difference that is mean to this, that is less than d, will be updating this. So first it will be 55, then we'll update by 8, right? Then again we'll shift the window. Okay, we'll shift the window, move the window to the right. I will be 1, j will be in next element, right? Then again we'll calculate the difference. Then if it is less than 8, then we'll update this difference. Okay, and finally at last, whatever minimum value difference we get, that will be our answer. So now let's code this. So what are we gonna do? First we'll sort this array, right? So error dot sort. Okay, sort. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll take two pointers, low equals to 0, and let's take high equals to, it will be m minus 1, right? And we'll run a while loop. So while loop will run till this high pointer is less than length of this array, right? This will be our ending point. And what we're gonna do, we will calculate the difference. Df equals to error of high minus error of low, right? Now we have a answer. So answer would be, initially it will be error of last index, because that will be the maximum value, and minus error of first index. Okay, that will be the answer. That will be basically the difference. Okay, then every time we'll calculate the difference, we'll update by the answer. So answer would be mean of this answer and this difference, whatever minimum, that will be updated. Okay, then what we're going to do, we'll increment our left pointer by 1, and this high low by 1 and high by 1, right? And at last we'll return our answer. Okay, we'll return our answer. Let's run this code and let's see. Yeah, we got the expected output. Let's try to submit this. Yeah, it is accepted, right? So greedy is not an algorithm, it's basically a technique. It's about a technique, right? I hope now you have understood what is greedy. In the next lecture we'll be solving more and more problems on greedy.